Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Today is Saturday, and I have the monthly chart up for Dixie. I want you guys to see that even though we've got a lot of pullback on Dixie, we are still consolidating on the 21 EMA. We basically just closed the monthly candle, losing the 21 EMA. Now, this next candle that opens on Sunday might actually go to hunt the low. I just want you guys to be prepared and ready that coming down a little bit more on Dixie is possible, maybe all the way to, well, I didn't want to go all the way to here, but yeah, basically around $98.50 ish. Due to the fact that that was the major support that Dixie broke out of to even make this overbought extension, coming back to the breakout area to test into this area right here between the 21 and the um, 98.50 level is very, very logical and possible. Now, keep in mind that doing this is going to give us some very, very nice upside on Bitcoin, ETH, and etc. But this is if the monthly opens and comes to test back to the lows. I'm looking for it to maybe take liquidity out of these lows, come a little bit lower, and then come on up. And keep in mind, this is a monthly, so it's going to be slow, arduous process. Let me go show you on a weekly a little bit more clear as to what that looks like. This 100 EMA we were using as support. If we lose it, I'm looking for just a little bit lower until that 99 to 98.50 level. And losing the 200 EMA, then it would be basically a bad thing. If I turn on all the drawings and stuff that we were looking for this 101 to be support. If losing that 101, I don't want to go any lower than 99. I mean, the risk to further downside will come after 95, but to see that much of a drop right now on Dixie would be every Bitcoiner and tech stockholder's dream. So I'm not looking for that to come down. I'm looking for that to find support on the 100 and then actually do this upward correction now. And that's what I'm hoping for. Let's see what plays out. I just wanted to give you guys a warning that, the monthly does look precarious for a little bit continuation to the downside, or at least test the downside, and then if it SFPs next month, you can reverse back to the top side in a W fashion. But we'll wait and see that. CME, yeah, I guess let's just go over CME. Bitcoin closed at 29.5. We're about $100 or $200 underneath that. ETH closed at 19, basically there. So no reversion to the mean trade here. Keep in mind it's Saturday. Probably is going to be slow, mundane market, but people will jock for position for Sunday today because it's the new month. So you will see some moves probably today. Like looking at the monthly on Bitcoin, it's closed. Opening up next month above the 21 EMA and looking for continuation higher is a very logical thing to do. I would not consider this a bearish close, even though we got a push back. I think we are ready for continuation even higher. And that is supported by Dixie looking like it still wants to go low. This weekly close wasn't a bearish. I mean, this was consolidation above the 100 EMA. You have your golden cross. Now these EMAs are giving you a consolidation here. While EMAs have opportunity to make that cross, the next leg is what's going to bring this EMA to the next level. I just lost power. Are we still recording? Yes, we did. Okay, well, I just lost power and internet. Let me pause. Had a little bit of a power issue, but I'm back. Here's Ethereum on a monthly on CME. As you can see, ETH is a little bit weaker than Bitcoin, if not significantly weaker. We got into the 21 EMA at 21.30, and then we had a very hard rejection off of it, and we have not yet, you know, uh, done anything to show that we aren't going to test back down until 1550-ish, other than the fact that Bitcoin is holding above 21 EMA and looking for continuation further. ETH is actually looking like it's gonna sell off a little and come consolidate in this range, like I mean, as low as 1550, and then look for another higher pop up. We'll know as this new monthly candle opens. If the monthly candle loses 1780 to the downside and has any kind of higher time frame closure like a daily, the continuation to the downside is probably more likely. If we come into that 1780 and don't break it and then actually use that as a test and continue back up into the body of this previous one's candle, I'll be looking for a retest of the 21 EMA and probably a grab above it, and then we can look for that close above it next month for continuation. So you have a whole month, that's 30 days to wait that out. May is not going to be a great month because ECB is about to go over their interest rates, and it's going to happen, I think, May 15th. And a couple days before that, you'll get their inflation data. And then after that is going to be the US Fed trying to figure out what they're going to do with their interest rates. And there are rumors that they might cut, and I don't know what the heck they're doing or how they're even planning on making that work economically. But apparently, ECB is going to go up 0.25 to zero point 0.5, and the US is deciding to not raise rates or cut, which is going to be a very fun economic event to get priced into the markets when it occurs. Uh, if they cut, why can't we pump all the way up here to the CME gap? And that's what I'm looking for on Ethereum right now, is that gap all the way at 2650-ish. So be aware of those levels. I'm not saying that ETH is bearish. On the monthly, it looked weak. On the weekly, it looks like consolidation sideways, and it can potentially just bust on up as soon as Sunday opens. So don't be counting ETH out until we actually start closing under 1780. That 1780 is a major, 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 major level moving forward. All right, now let's go to a 4 hour, and then I'll go to perps. And this is what I'm looking for on this weekend. Let's go to Bitcoin. While this loads, guys, thank you so much for 1 year in YouTube now. It's official. We've done one whole year, video almost every single day. If anything, like, I want to just thank you guys, because if it wasn't for you guys pushing me to do it, I wouldn't have probably have done it. I'm glad we made 1 year complete, and now I'm looking to see how much longer we can go. As long as the markets are there, I'll be there too. So. Here is the 4 hour on Bitcoin. What I was trying to see is if we were going to find some support on the 21 EMA. So I'm looking for a liquidity grab around 28,900, like, 29,000 area. And if we get a poke over there and we can hold it, we can look for a break then above. I see a little bit of a triangle consolidation right now that's occurring. So whichever way it wants to break is where it's going to do the continuation. So if it wants to break down and do this little head and shoulder distribution method, you can see us go to the 21, but then you'll see us probably trickle down into like 100 EMA around 28.5, and then maybe even possibly lower 28.4. Find some support here and then try back again later. So just be aware of that on Bitcoin. If you want to know right away, the second you have an hourly close underneath 29.2, you know that the next step is around 29,000. If you have the loss of the hourly over here open and close, then you just better be ready to look for the next few hours to come into these levels, like such as a 4 hour close. If you have the hourly continuously close above 29.2, like this next hour, you should look for some sideways and up then, because it's obviously these EMAs will come higher and higher, and you're making higher lows while these tops are getting tighter, but the lows are much, much steeper. So you can look for sideways and up here and look for that grab higher, shaking out all the people who think that downside is more likely. They can get liquidity grabbed out, and then downside will come. It doesn't need to just go on a straight path. So just be aware of that on Bitcoin. Let's go to ETH 4 hour. ETH is doing it even worse. This little drop that we had was like a range, and we are just doing a triangle in the range after a bigger drop. So this is kind of like a bearish consolidation for continuation to the downside. I just I don't know why or anyone would try to risk taking a long right now, aside from the fact that here's a positive case. 21 EMA is above the 200, which is a first sign of a continuation to upside to come. Your RSI is above the 0.50. You're consolidating on the 21 EMA with the higher EMA, I mean, with the lower EMA, the red one. Okay. Now, if price action can just go sideways here, you're resetting all your oscillators while you're climbing price. So when you do have a little bit of reset, you'll be able to have a market buyer come in, step up, and mark the price up a lot easier and harder than it would have if it was already overbought when there's people ready to short these overbought conditions like they did. So just be aware that right now a little bit more grind to the downside, taking more liquidity, and then a reversal would make more sense than just going straight on up. But your warning sign, like I did with Bitcoin, hourly open and closes under 1890 is a warning sign that you're going to go probably test into 1880-ish, and losing 1880 is the largest risk. And then hourly open and closes above 1890 gives you the opportunity to go test into 1920, 1930, and then claiming that level is where my original short was, will be us to go test into that 1980 and higher. So until then, we're just tightening this range down. If you want to take a straddle, like a short from 1930, a long from 1880, which was my exact plan the last 2 days, you can have a stop loss outside of those ranges since they're tightening, and one side will break, but other side will be making a profit because your stop on one of them will be minimized if you're doing this in this triangle fashion. If you set up your trend lines and you use those trend lines outside of them as your stop loss, you can straddle this middle range and scalp up, down, up, down, up, down as many times as you want until the range breaks. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you guys have a great day today. I will be out and about. If you have any questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section below. If you would like to just tell me something nice, leave it in the comment section below. I'd appreciate it. Helps the channel grow and gives more YouTubers to see the video. Um, if you guys are interested in trading with me live, or you want to go live with me, what I do on a normal daily basis, feel free to join the Discord server. The link to the Discord server is in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend that make this channel grow. So thank you so much for your love and support. And aside from that, guys, just have a great day. Today should be somewhat chill. Tomorrow will be volatile. Get ready. And yeah, the way that Bitcoin looks, it looks like upside is more likely as long as Bitcoin holds. ETH is consolidating. I don't think ETH is right now the one to watch. It's a little bit weaker. I think we should look for the stronger asset and find weakness and have that carry over into the other assets, such as ETH. So until ETH has a larger market cap than Bitcoin, I'll follow the one that has the market cap that's larger and stronger with the more um, volume behind its moves. All right. Well, thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye 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 bye.